that was a close one.
Welcome to Galactic
What's
Wars.
up?
We are showing you the do's and don'ts of dueling with certain sabers, and also showing you all of our current ones.
And our cool moves that we have.
Alright, to start off, let's just show you start off with though. We didn't even talk about it though.
Now turn it off because I don't know how. Alrighty guys, let me grab the phone. Oh crap, I have to flip it over. I have to flip it over to present these. You know what? We'll just show you them. Alright, we'll start in timeline order. So first, Count Dooku. You explain what they are, and I'll show you what they do.
Dooku's was used in episode 2 and 3 of Star Wars. He was the Princess to Yoda and Master Qui-Gon. And honestly, this was made by Hasbro, not Disney or any other.
If Disney made this, I would expect their prices to skyrocket. So
Right.
here we are. Here we are. It's metal with the rubber grips. You can design the same exact lightsaber for like $20 at the end of Star Tours. If you just ask them, they'll ask you custom or replica. Replica. You just say Count Dooku. It's a curved saber, so it's definitely good. It's a good saber for quick action while dueling. Second part of this video will be showing off dueling against like giant.
Dueling against like an opponent.
Like giant pillows. We can show you strikes, defends.
Put the blades in these.
And if you're gonna, this is like if it's my guess, this is the hardest fighting style to learn due to its one hand.
That's also like why is it so easy to turn those on? They're so easy.
I need a big blade. We need a big blade. This one. And whatever. All right, next timeline order. You explain. I will present yet again.
Ahsoka. Next up is Ahsoka Thanos from Mandalorian and the Rebels
You
series.
see her in episode 6 of The Mandalorian, working with Grogu. I believe it's episode 6.
Yeah, and all throughout season 2, you see her use these sabers. You see her use them against Maul. You also see her go up against her former master, Darth Vader. The funny thing is, the kyber crystals inside belonged to an Inquisitor named, forgot his name, but she destroyed him, put the crystals full of love, and got her.
These are my sabers. I treasure these very much. We can both explain why. So it was about June. It was in June. I'll tell you it was in June. So I was scrolling down the website looking for my next lightsaber to buy. This is my first set. And I come across this post saying they're discontinuing these. So when I went in March, I went and bought these. And I was like, how many do you have left? And she's like, these are the last ones that we have in stock today. And I'm like, are you going to recontinue them? And they said, no. So I'm like, are these like the last ones then? She said, not yet, but probably. So, last Ahsoka lightsabers. Activation switch, belt clip, battery port. These are super light. And another dueling tip with these, just like Count Dooku, smaller one, dominant hand. I'll show you why.
Alright, up next is
This is super light.
the son of Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker.
You'll see this in episode 20 of The Mandalorian, season 2, episode 10.
And episode 6, and parts of episode 8 of the Star Wars.
And if you choose Master Jedi Luke Skywalker in Star Wars Battlefront.
You can also use, it comes with 2 separate blades, one for dueling and one for cosplay.
Presentation-wise, I would have really liked if they figured out how, with the new lightsabers coming out, you've seen them, right?
Yeah.
For the new Star Wars resort, that you cannot leave. You cannot leave the resort. So you can present this and I'll tell the story. So, they're coming out with new lightsabers. They are like the collapsible ones, but they are this kind of blade, and they're not gonna have the circles. The container's just they're gonna shrink back in. I don't expect the hilts to be this big, but they're gonna come out with the color and the light at the same time, and they're gonna be really cool. They showed Rey's, like
Luke's,
Anakin. Yeah, this one I'd say is a beginner, definitely a beginner to use. If you want to practice dueling, you go to Galaxy's Edge. Luke Skywalker. This is a must-have for a collector and for a young dueler who wants to learn how to be like all the greats.
Up next, we have a little bit of blade in it. Up next, we have
Leia.
his sister, Princess Leia.
You'll see this only in... Here, I got it. You'll only see this in episode 9 of the Star Wars series. Sadly, we didn't get to see this one too much. Oh my! I don't know if you guys know blue lightsabers sound like this. Listen very closely, everyone. This sounds really funky.
That, honestly, is one of my favorite ignitions. And this blade, just like her brother's Luke's, comes with a presentational top, which is...
Just like I said, if they can get that to work, I will 100% pay the money for it.
And funny thing is, this Legacy Saber debuted on May the 4th, which is International Star Wars Day, but not official yet.
The next lightsaber is also debuting on May the 4th, correct?
Yeah.
And it is, we'll reveal that at the end of the video. So this is also, I'd say this is an intermediate, not a beginner, because the grips on this thing are kind of funky, and on the Luke one, you just have this nice smooth grip. The bottom of this saber is kind of like Darth Vader's, with the lines and stuff. I don't know if it was designed that way, but this next lightsaber here, everyone's gonna know it, everyone loves it. It's probably one of my favorites. Over there.
I keep thinking I lost the top cap, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So one of these you get, oh.
The best mans to ever, I think the best Sith Lord ever. Your boy.
Master of the Knights of Ren, Supreme Leader, son of Han Solo.
Rage Monster.
Yes.
This lightsaber is for, like, if you want a competitive duel, I would ban this.
Yes.
Personally, I would ban this. I don't know if we're thinking the same thing, but let me say my opinion first, then you. This is like, if you have someone in a lock against a wall and it's points for touching them, you literally just touch them with the side, and I think that's cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, I did too, but it's a good...
This is definitely a master. If we're gonna go by the Jedi Fallen Order to this.
Padawan, Knight, Grandmaster, and Master. So that would definitely be a master.
Grandmaster, actually.
Yeah.
The next, there's really nothing to say here. This is a very iconic lightsaber.
But, yeah.
The next one here, everyone hates who it belongs to, but I personally really like, they're dropping it like this.
Honestly, yeah.
I personally love the saber, even though I don't like the person who wields it.
Up next is Rey Skywalker. And
Nope, don't. It's just Rey.
Rey.
Just Rey Palpatine, because she should have said it. It was the end of the movie. If she said Rey Palpatine, we would have gotten another movie. So this is an awesome lightsaber. But I think we can both agree that they really missed out on some things.
Yes.
The presentation, beautiful. They even got this here. But notice how in the movie, you could probably edit a clip in.
Yeah.
She flicks it on like this. They use this like Playmobil on and off switch. It's a fairly heavy, but out of all of them, it's got the best grip. And if I were to customize all of these together, I would do the lightness of Luke Skywalker, the grip of this one, and the body shape of the Count Dooku or Ahsoka. They're basically the same thing.
And
go ahead.
Yeah, like, honestly, that's the first and only live action yellow saber that we see.
They discontinued temple guards, which I understand.
Yeah, no, like, they're not well known.
If we do get the saber from Vader Immortal, or if anybody's out there in Gunji gang, I want Gunji sabers so bad, but if they were to do the Inquisitors with like the spinning, if they got that to spin, Alright, so this is the end of this part of the video. This is part 1.
And so now on to the next part, which is basically we're going to show you how to basically duel with these.
I'll do that in a separate video. Alright, peace out. We're going to set this up now.
Yeah.
Alright, see you guys in a couple minutes.